Hi everyone, welcome. I'm Emily from Violet Rays Jane. I hope you're all doing well. Please like, subscribe, and share down below. You will also see my links to my social media as well as webpage for individual bookings. So, the topic that I wanted to talk about today is the concept of universal love and what that means, and redefining what love is in the hearts of everyone. What's happening on the planet right now is divine union within ourselves, as well as a collective remembering, which is bringing us all back together. I wanted to talk about a reflection that had come regarding universal love. Excuse the creak, it's the chair. I'll show you quickly. I'm in Mount Shasta, which is in Northern California, which Mount Shasta is the gateway to Lemuria. And the energy here is profound. This is a property that I'm at just north of town. And it's really facilitating a lot of growth for myself, as well as everyone I'm meeting. So, after having some profound experiences, the reflection that I got regarding the essence of God and Source, what that means, and how to shift your energy there is I got the opportunity to meet with the crystal skull, Mitchell Hedges crystal skull. And it in itself feels like it holds the history of all time and really activates whoever comes around it. It's a memory of who they are, but also it represents universal love in itself. And in witnessing this, the chosen souls that are meant to be here to protect this divine essence, protect this ancient artifact, what came through is that if you have something that is once in a lifetime, there's only one, like an artifact, like this crystal skull, for instance, and you have to protect it, keep it sacred, and choose when and where it may be presented in front of others. Okay? This related to our own vibration. So, say in your heart, your love, your cosmic essence, your vibration here, whatever you choose to do each day regarding where you put your attention or energy or focus, but also say you have agreements to go meet friends, or you're supposed to attend a seminar, or you were meant to go to the grocery store because you're out of something and you had to go today and you had set that in your intention. It is so imperative that we listen to ourselves. And even if you had made a commitment or you had an intention to do that, or say this is a really good one, in a relationship with another human where you're feeling, say, like it's time to kind of take space, or you no longer meet eye to eye, we can run on the brain feeling guilty, feeling bad, being loyal to our commitments, or not wanting to hurt another's feelings. But when it comes down to it, so holding this sacredness, or the skull, the sacred artifact, which is us, our love and our vibration. If you feel that that is not in your highest good, that something is feeling off, and you don't listen to it because you don't want to let someone down, because you made that commitment, or oh my goodness, now you're not going to have that thing that you had to go pick up today, or whatever, or you're separating from a relationship, how that's going to impact so many people in the aftermath of that. The most important thing is to hold your vibration sacred and ask yourself each moment and each choice and each place and each connection, whatever you give your time to, is my vibration safe here? Is it safe to share with this person or at that place? Is it conducive to my own and everyone else's healing or support or love? Because this love, we must keep sacred. Our vibration, we must keep sacred. So if we hold ourselves, just as if, another example from carrying an ancient artifact that there's only one of, just like you, there's only one of you, as much as we are all one. The fragment of you is made up of so many pieces. You are one of a kind. You are only one. So if you begin to treat yourself like an ancient artifact, or like, say, a giant diamond that's worth $10 million on your finger, are you going to go wash the dishes and all kinds of chemicals and soap? Are you going to go play sports where it could get knocked or hit or fall off? Would you do that? Would you treat it that lightly? Like, of course you wouldn't. So the message is to shift into this concept of universal love, which is keeping your vibration held at such a level of sacredness that you no longer give more than you have, sacrifice yourself when it's absolutely not supportive to you or anyone else, because when you sacrifice yourself, you sacrifice the collective and the whole, and that sacredness. And which means you're not holding it, the importance around it, and protection and love, and giving it its worth, that it is worth. And when we begin to shift to that concept of, when I go there, it's an honor for me to share my vibration with others, or in that sacred place, or in that situation or event on the land with other people, or whatever I give my attention to. Like, if I decide to watch reality TV, is that holding my energy sacred when I know I'm meant to be doing, diving deep into something that just happened, and going into process and doing my own introspective work, going to meditate or something? I'm avoiding it, so I'm not holding it sacred in that moment. And so shifting into this concept of universal love, that when we unconditionally love ourselves, when we hold ourselves to such a high level that we understand we are one of a kind, we are a sacred artifact, and it is an honor to share any part of ourself, of our focus, of our energy at any given time with others, that we will start to shift into that collective consciousness state of universal love. Because when we treat ourselves that way, we are also projecting that out to the collective. And that is a snowball effect. This is way more than, simplicity speaks to set a clear boundary with others, when you communicate, when you make your choices, in being a conscious, awakened individual. So that honor that you give yourself is honoring the collective and is honoring God. So universal love is the essence that when I make a choice, I understand it affects every soul on the planet, and I understand my vibration must be held at a certain degree unless I'm guided to give extra that day, because that will serve the collective. Universal love is an abundance of energy with the connection with source that includes all your brothers and sisters on this planet. That you're not just thinking of how you can get ahead, or your ego is, guilt and shame comes in to tell you other stories that are actually happening. Your intuition is number one, and holding your vibration is as well. So when we step into this place of loving ourselves so unconditionally and holding ourselves to such a high degree, we start to manifest our family that will also honor us, protect us, support us, and hold us in the same kind of a sacredness that we hold ourselves. And we no longer have to worry about making a wrong decision, not trusting ourselves or the ones around us, and getting off path in any capacity on our mission. Universal love is this essence of radical acceptance, seeing the beauty within all experience, and feeling all emotions, and allowing all to be, in order to walk in truth and always be aligned with what is true, because love and truth are married and one and the same. So, it's like prayer hands. How can I make a prayer hand without the other? I can do this, sure. I can do this, sure. But is that prayer hands? Love and truth, honor and devotion, masculine and feminine, light and dark. The energy that is coming into the planet right now and the shifts that we are making, we have already elevated ourselves into a new state of consciousness. This has already been done. This has already happened. The new earth of universal love, divine union within, and connecting with soul family, as well as activating our true gifts that we're here to share with the world. Only you are an ancient artifact. You have a very unique, special gift that is meant to be shared this lifetime. If any lifetime, it's this one. It's time to eradicate all fear, whether it be from a sickness, whether it be from not having enough money to pay your bills, whether it be from a bear coming on your property or a bee that's flying around that you may be scared of. It's time to eradicate all of these fears, but also the programs that we've been instilled in us this lifetime, because then we're able to see one another in transparency, because those are just blockages between us. The love that resides within can heal all and will clear all shadows and all darkness. All we must do is bring love to it, which is attention. Wherever we give our attention is giving love. If you're giving your attention to something that is really dark or harmful or negative, if you like to complain a lot, you're giving love to that negative energy. And there's a difference between, if you go through a traumatic event, speaking about your emotions and feeling and processing through, that doesn't mean you're negative. You're processing real shit. But you're giving love to process that trauma, to transmute and transcend it. Universal love does mean that we are all one. So when I hold myself in honor, I'm holding you in honor. When I bow to me, I bow to you. In nature, there's so many answers. A seed A seed that comes from a flower or a vegetable plant has all of the conscious DNA within it to grow and bloom to exactly how it's meant to be, how it's born to be. That seed knows how to grow into a flower and bloom and have the fragrance for the bees to come. It knows exactly what to do. And if another animal comes to eat it, it knows exactly how to protect itself. There's no interference or interruption. They don't deal with ego, right? So if we're all seeds of universal love, there has been interference and kind of like, say, example, an injection of a GMO, genetic modification, block by the frequencies that they've been filtering into this earth for so long, as well as the programs behind the scenes through TV, through radio, through music, and through the satellite towers that is making us forget. Yes, we made this agreement when we came to this planet to come in with amnesia and forget. However, now what is happening with this universal love that is bursting out of so many of us, when we come into contact, it activates one another. And that seed of universal love that did have all of its parts to it to know exactly how to bloom, how to thrive, and how to protect itself, and how to find others alike, is being remembered due to this universal love activation. Walking in your truth is universal love. Someone in your life that is no longer resonating, or you're in a marriage and you know that you're no longer serving one another and it's becoming toxic. Leaving is love. Most people think leaving is, oh no, so sad, we failed. No, you listened, you came to your finale together and what you could learn and share and grow, and then you go because it's more loving. Because not only will you go spread your wings from what you've learned, you have other people that are meant to come to you and that you're meant to meet and love that are waiting for you in this new vibration after, say, this relationship. So leaving is loving yourself and the other. And it's flipping the script to what love is. What does love mean? Love is unconditional forgiveness to yourself and others. That does not mean you need to still participate in things that are not healthy. But it's seeing that we are all children of God. And that we're all in this earth school. In order to shift your consciousness to universal love, going into the heart space is how you do it. This is the 0 point, fourth harmonic, where we all connect, of the cosmic heart. This is where our essence is kept sacred. Say, as if we are walking ancient museums and we have a glass box with our heart in it, because this is that crystal skull, the cosmic heart, the sacred one-of-a-kind artifact that we must protect. So we are walking museums. I say that why? Because our DNA, with your lineage, whatever that may be, physically, your great-great-great-great-great-grandmother to great-great-grandmother, great-grandmother to grandmother to mother to you, her womb, when the egg and the sperm decided to unite, it implanted in her womb, and you were grown by the cells of your great-great-great-grandmother. You had, and of all of hers before that. You're built with her skin and her blood. You are her, you are him, you are them. So in your DNA, in every cell in your body, your ancestors are still alive. they remember, they know, they have all the skills and gifts and carry that love from source within you. And it's reawakening and remembering that you are all. You have everything you need. In the essence of Christ, what that means is you are a sovereign being connected to source. That is universal love, the love of all. And you are a fragment of expression, of God expression of that. Remembering not what you read or what you did, remembering your joy. Remembering what lights you up. That's the answer. You're there. You're in your joy. You are in the vibration of universal love. When you express yourself unapologetically, that means you're sharing your gift. That means you're serving the collective. That means you are universal love. Because you take the ego out of it. You take the fear out of it. It's not about you. It's about everyone. It's about all of us. The elements, the wind that blows, the water that soothes and cleanses, the fire that burns and allows a rebirth, the ether that fills the space between all of that, and the earth, the ground, the physicality is, we are all of those combined within our physical form. So what I want to say to you today is step into your joy. Let go of those attachments and become who you know you can be. Much love.